Hello everybody, Brett Pennyfeather, President of EckPlasticArts. Just want to take a quick minute and explain what injection molding is. There's a lot of different ways to get your plastic parts made. EckPlastic actually does quite a few. But injection molding is something that's pretty unique in itself, and figured I'd do a quick tutorial on what it is when you're trying to figure out how to get your parts made. So injection molding is taking resin, little granular pellets like this, and using pressure and heat to inject them into a mold and making a net shape. Okay? Part comes out, it's done. Now how do we do that? So, all plastic needs to be dried. There's moisture content. Keyboard you're touching right now, the phone you're touching, all the plastic components have moisture in them. We have to get it out. If you bring the temperatures up, it's going to off gas and make brittle parts. You don't want that. So, injection molding, we dry the material, and the material gets conveyed directly from the dryer into the feed throat of the machine. In other words, where the resin drops in. Feed throat's the little thing there, it says Matsui. That plastic drops down into the barrel of the machine. The barrel is essentially just a hydraulic cylinder with a screw or an auger on the inside that's constantly turning, constantly grinding, and plasticizing, which means bringing it to a semi-liquid state and pushing it forward in that barrel. Okay? So from there, it actually forces the plastic in and it travels into the mold. So the mold, this right here is the full frame production mold. Okay, so every 20 seconds we drop 2 of these. So plastic travels in right here through what's called the sprue, which is this part right here. So it comes in from the feed throat, travels down this, along the runners, let me get the parts out of the way, along the runners, up into the gates, and into the cavities of the part. And then it would end up sticking to this side and they get ejected out and drop. Fall right down, and at that point we just have net parts coming out. Now, the reason why that's relative is because molds, people often get sticker shock. Molds can cost anywhere from $5,000 to $100,000 depending on what you're making, cavitation, all these different things. Well, if you get a part every 20 seconds, well that means your piece price is going to be significantly less expensive. So that mold is going to pay for it very, very quickly if you're going to process it, say, by machining them or doing other ways of making those parts. So at EckPlasticArts, one thing that we're very good about doing is that we actually also take a look at your project with the finance end and say, okay, how do we want to build this mold to keep the cost down as much as possible, but yet also keep the piece price where it needs to be. So your entire project cost is absolutely as cost effective for you as we can make it.